You may only have a passing interest in football, but with the World Cup upon us, now is the time to hone your meager footballing knowledge, if only for the inevitable water cooler chat the day after a big game. The Bluffer's Guide to Group F. Germany. Nickname, Die Mannschaft Manager, Joachim Löw FIFA Ranking. 1. Germany have one of the strongest squads in the tournament, as evidenced by the omission of Leroy Sane, who won Young Player of the Year in the Premier League. Manuel Neuer looks set to win his fitness race to take his spot between the sticks, and the Bayern goalkeeper will be a massive presence for Die Mannschaft if he can replicate the form of his last World Cup. Germany are probably the most well-rounded side in the team, and a spine of Neuer, Boateng, Hummels, Kroos, Khedira and Ozil should see them into at least the semi-finals. Thing to say to make yourself sound clever. Listen, Sane has never shown his club form for Die Mannschaft. Löw is right to go with Royce. Meaningless platitude to spout every now and again. Germany will always turn up at the World Cup. Useless stat to churn out to give a semblance of expertise. Germany have reached the semi-finals of the World Cup in each of the last 4 occasions. Mexico. Nickname, El Tri Manager, Juan Carlos Osorio FIFA Ranking. 15. Mexico Manager Juan Carlos Osorio, renowned for changing his team lineup frequently, so it's hard to predict how El Tri will line out. PSV's temperamental winger Irving Lozano could make a big splash on the world stage. The 22-year-old is coming off the back of a great season in the Eredivisie. Javier Hernandez will lead the line for Mexico, while ex-Premier League players Carlos Vela and Giovanni Dos Santos will provide support. Mexico should get out of the group, but the country has a wretched record when it comes to the knockout round, having not progressed past the round of 16 since Mexico '86. Thing to say to make yourself sound clever. Osorio needs to pick a settled 11. The players look like they've barely played together. Meaningless platitude to spout every now and again. Osorio's team will be hard to beat, mainly because they're so unpredictable. Useless stat to churn out to give a semblance of expertise. After 45 games managing the Mexico, Osorio coach hasn't repeated a single lineup. Sweden. Nickname, Blagult, the Blue-Yellow Manager, Jonna Andersson FIFA Ranking. 24. RB Leipzig midfielder is the star of this Sweden side, a Scandinavian Lalana that can link midfield with attack. The Swedish squad is full of hard workers, and without Zlatan Ibrahimovic there is more focus on the collective resilience than individual flair. Wigan reject Andreas Brandtwest partners Manchester United's Victor Lindelof in defence, and Celtic defender Michael Lustig and Sebastian Larsson other familiar faces to English football fans. Sweden could spring a surprise in Group E, with Mexico firmly in their crosshairs, and the two teams are evenly matched going into the tournament. Thing to say to make yourself sound clever. There's a dearth of creativity in midfield. They should bring Forsberg more central. Meaningless platitude to spout every now and again. The Sweden team is missing the attacking flair of an Ibrahimovic. Useless stat to churn out to give a semblance of expertise. Sweden are unbeaten in their last 9 group games at the World Cup. South Korea. Nickname, Taeguk Warriors Manager, Shin Tae-young FIFA Ranking. 57. Son Heung-min is the star of this South Korea team, and under pressure to perform in Russia, with Swansea's Ki Sung-young the only other recognizable name in Shin Tae-young's squad. It's hard to gauge what would be a success for this South Korea team. Shin Tae-young has his troops all pulling in the same direction, though Taeguk Warriors will do well to make it to the round of 16. Thing to say to make yourself sound clever. Watch out for Lee Sung-woo. They're calling him the Korean Messi. He was a youth player in La Masia. Meaningless platitude to spout every now and again. So much pressure on Son to perform, he may well crumble under the weight of expectation. Useless stat to churn out to give a semblance of expertise. Son Heung-min is facing military service, but may be exempt from joining the Korean army if he can lead South Korea to the semi-finals of the competition. This is what happened in 2002, when South Korea reached the semis and were pardoned from military service. See also, The Bluffer's Guide to the World Cup, Group A.